You live near the coast. You wake up. Something is wrong. The sound is missing. That constant, rolling hum of the ocean gone. You walk outside, and the sea is a sheet of white. Solid. Still. Frozen from shore to horizon. And it's not just your beach. Every ocean on Earth. Frozen overnight. The first thing the world loses is movement. Ocean currents carry heat from the equator to the poles like a planetary bloodstream. The Gulf Stream alone moves more water than every river on Earth combined. Now it's locked in ice. Within days, Europe, which depends on that warm current, plunges into brutal cold. Meanwhile, the tropics overheat. There's no circulation to balance anything anymore. Shipping stops instantly. 90% of global trade moves by sea. Container ships, oil tankers, fishing fleets all locked in place. Ports freeze shut. Supply chains that feed cities on every continent just end. Grocery shelves empty within a week. Below the ice, 3 trillion living things are trapped. Whales surface and slam into a ceiling that wasn't there yesterday. Fish that migrate thousands of miles hit walls of ice. Coral reefs, already fragile, shatter under the pressure of expansion. The deep ocean stays liquid longer, warmed by volcanic vents. But the surface? A tomb. Then comes the part most people don't think about. Phytoplankton. Tiny, invisible organisms floating in the top layer of the ocean. They produce over 50% of the oxygen you breathe. More than every forest on Earth combined. And they need sunlight and liquid water to do it. Under a sheet of ice, they stop. Not immediately. But within weeks, global oxygen production drops by half. You wouldn't feel it right away. The atmosphere holds enough oxygen for years. But CO2 starts climbing fast because the ocean also absorbs a quarter of all human carbon emissions. A frozen ocean absorbs nothing. The greenhouse effect accelerates. Temperatures swing wildly. Weather becomes unpredictable, violent, alien. Coastal cities, home to 40% of the world's population, face a new landscape. No tides. No sea breeze. No fog. The humidity drops. Farmland near coasts dries out. Fisheries that feed 3 billion people are sealed under ice. And the silence. The ocean has been moving for 4 billion years. Waves, tides, currents, a constant heartbeat beneath every coastline. Now, nothing. People who live their whole lives near the water describe it as deafening. The absence of a sound you never knew you depended on. If the ice ever thawed, and physics says eventually it would, the release would be catastrophic. Trillions of tons of meltwater. Mega tsunamis. Coastlines reshaped overnight. The ocean wouldn't come back gently. It would come back angry. We think of the ocean as scenery. A backdrop. Something to fly over. But it regulates our climate, generates our oxygen, feeds our cities, and drives our weather. It is, in every measurable way, the engine of this planet. And we never hear it until it stops.